Alright, so in this video we're going to go over a killer shadowboxing workout and a bunch of ideas that I've used for shadowboxing. Now a lot of these came when I started working a 9-to-5 job and I couldn't get into the gym to train, but I would be sparring with guys who were still competing. And so I had to come up with ways to keep myself sharp even though I wasn't in the gym. So often I'd put on hand weights and get out to a tennis court or just train in my apartment. Now here round one you see me just working footwork, getting my feet warmed up, hands and head warmed up, and start to think about what I'm going to do throughout my workout, sort of get my base started with footwork. Basically working through everything I know. Round two is drilling, single techniques. And it could be anything, but in here I'm working the jab. Single jab, triple jab, double jab. I can work it while moving, working it off the head movement, faking, going to the body, body head, stepping back, stepping in, trying to keep it simple. When you keep your boxing simple, you'd be surprised how creative you can get. You do something long enough, you get really bored of it, and that's when you can start getting creative and adding variations, as opposed to trying to do everything all at once. Boom, working the right hand, trying to get low on it. So round three, combinations. In here, it could be a repertoire of some of your favorite combos or combos you're trying to work on. Basically just taking a few combos, working through the round. I could be mixing them up or just taking some that I really need to work on and pounding them out. It's like here, right hand shovel hook, left hook, right hand, and move. That's just one example. But take a round to work on some of your favorite combos and just focus on the execution of that combo. Round four, moving forward and getting inside, closing the distance. Now, if you're a taller fighter, this may not make as much sense for you, but you can always equate it to walking your man down, closing the gap. Even still, as a taller fighter, you can still be a pressure fighter. But here, I'm faking, jabbing, trying to get around the shots coming at me and closing the gap. And I'm working my way in. See here, boom, 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 move my head, boom, 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 move my head. Try to work my way all the way, take this guy to the ropes. Work, fake, and move, and take the guy right to the ropes, closing the gap. Okay, round five, opposite, working from the outside. Pretending like I'm Ray Leonard, Ali, working the jab, working quick combos and moving out and then throwing, staying on the outside. Now, outside fighting is not the same as counterpunching, which is going to be the next round. You can be an outside fighter and still initiate most of the exchanges. Or you can be a counterpuncher who works close on the inside. Really, the counterpunching is on who throws first. But here, I'm working on the outside, moving, always trying to step back and create that space. Here we go, round six, counterpunching. Here, little slip and jab. Catch the jab, jab. Slip with the uppercut, left hook. Block, cover, and counter. Basically, imagining the guy throw first. If I'm not sure what he's going to throw, I'll cover with both hands. Or if I see it, I'll cover with the hand that I need to, boom, and come right back. It's one thing to be able to throw your combos from a set position, but it's another thing to be able to throw after defending. That takes a whole new skill level. Being able to jump out from a defensive position, see what you got to throw, see the opening, and catch it. All right, round seven. Usually I would use this closer to the end of a shadowboxing workout. I imagine that I've got a guy in trouble, but I can't finish him, and I'm just trying to throw power shots to finish him off. He won't go down no matter what I do. Basically, you've got yourself a stumbling opponent who's in trouble, but you can't knock him out. And so all I'm trying to do is throw power shots. Sometimes I'll save this for the last 30 seconds of a round or a whole round by itself. Just working power shots, walking a guy down, trying to knock him out. Round eight, flow. Almost like your own little Mayweather pad style by yourself without somebody holding the pads. Just get into a groove of letting your mind, your hands, head, and feet connect. No stopping. And it doesn't have to be hard work. Just let your mind go free. That when you punch, you gotta move your head after. After you move your head, you gotta turn. You gotta come with more punches. When you throw one punch, you gotta throw another punch. Being busy is the name of the game, especially for this round. Just keeping a flow so that you never really get stuck admiring your work or wondering what to do next. All right, next round. In here, fight pace. Basically, fast combinations, moving my head, creating angles, doing things that I would do sensibly in a fight situation. I'm not trying to hang in the pocket. I'm not trying to stay on the outside. I'm just trying to work my game. There's not much thinking going on here either. I'm imagining an opponent in front of me and doing what I would need to do to win. A little bit of visualization on different scenarios. Now, similar to that, you can also imagine that you're fighting somebody. Imagine fighting one of your favorite fighters. You're fighting Pacquiao. You're fighting Floyd. You're fighting Roy Jones. What do you got to do to win? What do you got to do from a shadowboxing perspective to win these rounds, to beat that guy, beat your favorite fighter? So picture them in front of you. Picture them as fast as you know they are and try to beat them. All right, next rounds. Moving one direction. Here, I'm working everything to the left. No matter what I throw, I'm trying to keep going to the left. Sometimes moving in one direction is part of the game plan. If the guy's got a big left hook, I'm moving to the left. Other times, you get fighters, they can't move one way, particularly to the right. There are some guys that are good, but if you move right all the time, you shut down their whole game. You can go from being on their level to being a level above them. So here, I'm moving to the right, throwing and moving to the right. There's a lot of guys who have a hard time moving to your right, their left. So here I am working, just moving both ways. Working on the inside and turning. It's going to happen a lot of times. You're up against the ropes, you're in the corner, or you've got a guy in a tight space, you're tight in the pocket, and you've got to work. Especially amateur boxers have a hard time with this because they're so used to everything being full range and clean. When you get on the inside and you got to work short shots, you got to counter and cover, move your head, turn the guy so that you can get away from stuff, look for the openings, throw, and keep busy. Being on the inside can be a safe place, but it's a place where you've got to work and you got to have the stamina. You got to have the short punches to do it. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to hit the guy. You're not going to get off. Okay, you can always work on extra conditioning, punch outs. 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 5 seconds. Just work yourself until you're exhausted, dead. Boom, 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 boom. Catch your breath. Take a little rest. Catch your breath and go. Punch-outs are a great way to finish a shadowboxing workout. Great for your conditioning. Just work, move and work. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Remember, subscribe to my channel. I've got new videos every week. Check out my instructional videos. Here, if you click on the video on the left, that's going to take you to my instructional video trailers. If you click on the video on the right, that's going to take you to my most popular uploads. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.